Hello everyone and welcome to another review here on Jurassic Collectibles. Today we are looking at the Thrash in Devour Tyrannosaurus Rex from Mattel, the latest T-Rex to release in the Jurassic World toy line. This one, as we can see from the box art, is designed to tie into Jurassic World Dominion and packs in a Devour play feature which enables it to swallow a human or dinosaur figure whole. Some of these play features are alluded to on the front of the packaging, as we can see. When we twist this figure around and look at the back of the box, you can see that even more of the play features are on show. The back of the packaging here also highlights the Therizinosaurus, another one of the larger dinosaurs available in the first wave of Dominion toys. Make sure to go and check out our review on that one. Let's crack this figure out of the packaging and take a closer look at the Thrash and Devour Tyrannosaurus Rex. When we get the Rex out of the packaging, it is clear that this figure comes in a much darker and more earthy colour scheme. We know that Dominion has made an effort to redesign the Rex to be more authentic to Jurassic Park, and that shines through with the colour choices made here. Despite being a big figure, there isn't too much articulation packed into this one, purely because a lot of the articulation is tied directly into the play features. We get three primary play features. The first is the ability to make this figure roar by pressing a button on the tail, as you'll hear now. The second allows us to make this figure thrash around, similar to the Therizinosaurus. It's worth noting the range of motion is quite restricted on this, but this will probably preserve the joint for longer term play. Lastly, we can make this figure devour a character by opening its mouth and putting a figure inside. There is enough room for a couple of humans, and I imagine that some smaller dinosaurs like the Minmi may fit as well. The sculpt and coloration on this figure are interesting. There has definitely been an effort here to make this figure feel much darker and more earthy than previous variations of the T-Rex. An interesting note to me, however, is that the sculpt itself feels as though it pulls largely from what has come beforehand, with similar scar detailing to previous versions of the Rex that we have received from Mattel. Whilst the head certainly feels thicker and beefier than prior versions, this is about the main distinction that I personally felt I can make out with the sculpt. With that said, it does have the usual details packed in we would expect, including the painted toe claws, as well as some decent colour highlights throughout the figure. If you haven't purchased a Mattel Rex for a while, then this figure may very well be a welcome change. When we compare this figure to the Dino Escape T-Rex released last year, we can see some decent enough sculpt differences, with the new version feeling much more like the bite and fight figure from old with how large the head is. My only issue with this is that the newest version does not feature painted hand nails, just like the prior version did, making the new one feel like a slight downgrade. As we can see, however, this new version does scale well with other animals like Blue, creating an animal which certainly feels imposing. It also looks great with the Therizinosaurus, a toy I am sure many collectors will display it with, given both animals' prevalence within the Dominion toy line. Overall, the Thrash and Devour Tyrannosaurus Rex is a nice figure, but it isn't drastically different from the other Rex figures which have come beforehand, and certainly feels as though it combines elements from the other Rex figures. If you're looking for a new Rex with some fun play features, then this is certainly a fun version. But if you're looking for a more definitive sculpt with more detail for the Rex, then I would recommend you wait for the Hammond Collection version of this animal, which is due to release later this year. That's my thoughts, but as always, I'd love to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts on the Thrash and Devour Tyrannosaurus Rex in the comments below, and as always guys, take care and have a great week.